The Fox 38 and current generation of Fox 36 forks were released almost exactly 4 years ago today, and between now and then, almost nothing has changed. But now, both of these mega popular forks get treated with some internal revisions and upgrades. In this video, we're going to talk about the changes to the new Fox 36 and Fox 38 and heavily cover the new Grip X2 and Grip X dampers. What's up guys, I'm Mike, I'm the owner of The Lost Co, and real quick, everything seen in this video and anything else you need for your bike is available at our website, thelostco.com. We carry everything mountain bikers need to have fun on the trails. We fulfill orders super fast. Our website has tons of technical resources, and our customer service is so good that it's earned us hundreds of 5-star reviews online. Here with me today is the new Fox 36 and Fox 38. Now, I'm hesitant to say the word new here because you'll notice that these forks visually appear to be the exact same as the current generation of these forks. And that's because the chassis of these model year 2025, 36, and 38 have the exact same chassis as model years 2021 through 2024. Also, everything going on in the air spring side is the exact same as before. Fox went with the approach of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it for the overall chassis and air spring design of these new or revised forks. So what are these new revisions? There are two major changes to cover in this video. First up, we'll quickly cover this new limited edition color, but most importantly, there are two entirely new dampers, which we will cover in depth because they're pretty cool and I think everyone is going to benefit from those. So let's get to it. Well, first thing is first, so let's talk about the gold elephant in the room, and that is the bling bling gold paint on these forks here with me. This is a super limited color called Podium Gold, which is to celebrate Fox's 50th anniversary from when they started in 1974. Fox knows folks love Kashima Gold, so they went full gold member with this new anniversary paint.
I love gold!
To be completely honest, most of us at the shop saw these gold forks on a presentation a little while back, and we thought they were a little bit too loud and a little bit gaudy. But I gotta say, once we saw these in real life installed on some bikes, it definitely changed our mind instantly. These look really good. We recently took a trip down to Fox headquarters in Scotts Valley, California, and I saw these new gold forks installed on tons of bikes of different colors, and I honestly don't remember seeing a single bike color that this didn't look amazing with. I especially love it on my black Stump Jumper Evo here, and I think it surprisingly matches Steve's greenish blue Stumpy as well. These gold forks also include a matching gold decal kit in the box, so you can match your Fox rear shock as seen on my Fox Factory Float X2. Also included in the box is a snazzy gold authentication number card. I've got number 22 out of the 1974 Fox 38s in Podium Gold. Pretty cool. Beyond Podium Gold, the same black or orange lower legs will be available just like before, but the black forks will come with new gold decals, which look pretty nice in my opinion. The model year 2025 factory rear shocks also get a matching gold decal. The black and orange forks are in stock and ready to ship right now on our website at thelostco.com. Now, these limited Podium Gold forks did face a bit of a production delay from Fox, and those will be available from dealers like us at a slightly later date, hopefully at the end of May. We do have these product pages live on our website, so you can sign up for a stock alert email notification to get a reminder once we actually do have these available and ready to ship. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna sell out of these things quicker than a lightning strike, so definitely be quick with your clicks to place an order when that time rolls around. Once these things are gone, they are gone for good. While these cosmetic changes will really excite certain folks, let's move on to the biggest change in these forks that we are most excited to talk about. And that is these all new Grip X2 and Grip X dampers. New for model year 2025 are 3 new dampers sprinkled throughout the Fox fork lineup. But we're only really diving deep into 2 of those, which are featured in the all mountain through DH forks, which are our favorite. But really quick, you XC folks out there get a brand new Grip SL damper, which is super light and comes in the Fox 32s and the Stepcast Fox 34. The The 32 step cast is also completely new and super light with this crazy spiderweb looking reverse arch. So now let's check out the new gravity dampers, which are the Grip X2 and Grip X. The Grip X2 is replacing the massively successful Grip 2 damper, but still offers those same adjustments of high-speed compression, low-speed compression, high-speed rebound, and low-speed rebound. This is a very free-flowing, highly adjustable damper meant for all-out descending performance and tunability. The Grip X is basically replacing the Fit 4 damper. The Grip X has high-speed compression and low-speed compression, but only low-speed rebound. Also, the high-speed compression adjustment knob enables a super firm mode in the last click clockwise to really stiffen up the fork, similar to the lockout feature previously seen on the Fit 4. The Grip X is a true all-mountain damper with a more simple set of adjustments than the Grip X2, but still offers similar descending performance. The naming conventions are also meant to very easily correlate with the different models of Fox rear shocks. So we have the Grip X2 fork damper meant for all-out descending performance and adjustability, which is meant to match perfectly with the Float X2 air shock or DHX2 coil shock, which have the same adjustment knobs and are built to focus on those same areas of descending performance and maximum adjustability. And the Grip X fork damper directly correlates to the Float X air shock and DHX coil shock because these shocks are designed for riders seeking more simple adjustability and focusing on all mountain performance. The Grip X2 will be the only damper option for aftermarket factory and Performance Series Elite models of 38 forks and factory 40 forks. It will also be an option for the factory and Performance Series Elite 36 forks. Plus, it'll also make an appearance in the 34 forks, but only as an OE option on complete bikes. The Grip X is an option for aftermarket factory and Performance Series Elite 36 and 34 non-step cast forks, and will also be sprinkled throughout OE models of 38 and 40 forks. Oh, also, I wanted to mention that the EMTB designations for model year 2025 forks have been super simplified. All forks are approved for EMTB use, and the new dampers have a wide enough adjustment range for e-bikes. There's only the option for an E-optimized 36 fork, which has a slightly more robust chassis and is only recommended if the weight of the rider and their bike totals out to 372 pounds or more. You'll also see an E decal on some 38s that come stock on complete e-bikes, but that is just an OE designation sticker, and the chassis and damper are the exact same as regular 38s. Now that we have the basics covered, let's get into the nitty-gritty of each new damper, starting with the Grip X2. The Grip X2 damper is basically an updated, beefier, higher performing, and more adjustable Grip 2 damper. The Grip 2 damper has been bright in the suspension spotlight over the years and has made tons of riders very happy, including myself. I truly love the Grip 2 and always have. It was released in year 2018 and has only received 2 small updates over the years. However, the Grip X2 is the next evolution of this damper and increases the performance and adjustability to the next level. When looking at these 2 dampers side by side, the first thing you'll notice is the much larger upper pressure tube. The Grip 2 damper used a 20mm base valve with 7 valves, but the Grip X2 uses an oversized 24mm base valve with 23 valves. This larger area gave the engineers more room for physically larger circuitry, reducing overall pressure and increasing sensitivity. The increased valve count gave the engineers a wider range of internal tunability and also resulted in faster response time to bumps. This increase of internal tunability is said to stretch the range of external tunability of the adjustment knobs for lighter and heavier riders that are far off of the average rider weight of around 180 pounds. Also, since the range of adjustments is wider from fully closed to fully open, each added click of damping also makes a more noticeable change, which is said to make the setup process just a little bit easier for riders. So I am 150 pounds, and I found the Grip 2 to be a little overdamped for my weight. And I actually always ran my Grip 2 compression settings completely wide open without any added compression. And often riders on the other end of the spectrum that are quite heavier sometimes felt like they couldn't add enough compression. It still felt awesome to me, and I was always really happy with my Grip 2 damper, but a wider range of adjustability would have definitely been nice. I've been riding the Grip X2 damper for a bit now, and I can confidently say that this new damper definitely has a wider range of adjustability, as I'm now riding with several clicks of added compression on my new 38 here. Also, the Grip X2 damper is definitely easier to set up than the Grip 2 in my experience so far. Setting up the Grip 2 damper, I would generally have to turn the compression knobs 2 clicks at a time to be able to actually feel the difference, and this did make setup a little tricky and took a few rides to get dialed in. However, each click on the Grip X2 damper makes a noticeable change in fork feel, and I was able to feel confident in my adjustments with the new Grip X2 damper just a bit faster than with the Grip 2. I'll likely do a more in-depth performance review and comparison between the Grip X2 and Grip 2 dampers, but so far I would say that the Grip X2 definitely just feels a little more precise and a little more refined than the Grip 2. I don't think it's a life-changing difference or anything, and I'm still super happy with the Grip 2 damper in my Enduro Bike's Fox 38. However, I do feel like the Grip X2 is a little more responsive, a little more precise, and just overall a little nicer feeling, especially on firm, rough trails where every little bit of performance counts. We'll have drop-in Grip X2 damper cartridge upgrades in stock soon once Fox has them ready to ship out. So if you have a Fox 36 or 38 with a Grip 2 damper and you're the type of rider that loves to geek out on suspension performance, I think that upgrading to the Grip X2 is a good option for you, as I think you'll be happy with the little bump in performance and tunability over the Grip 2 damper. There's also a few other small changes to note in this new damper. VVC was a hit feature in the Grip 2 damper, which is basically a little leaf spring assembly that helps regulate the adjustment of damping circuits, and this was featured on both the rebound and compression circuits. The Grip X2 still uses VVC on the rebound circuit, but goes away with it on the compression side. Instead, the compression side uses this blue cup and an additional spring to help control the compression valve assembly. Also worth noting is that the Grip X2 has just about the same number of clicks as the Grip 2, but with 2 additional clicks of low-speed compression for a little more fine tunability with that increased damping range. And last but not least, there are new bushings in the lower legs of model year 2025 forks. These new bushings are made out of the same material as before, but the inner vertical grooves have now been removed to create a solid inner bushing face. The Fox engineers said that removing the grooves decreased friction and better supported the faster response rates of the new dampers, and just gave them more control of the damper tuning as well. I am not an engineer at all, and it's always cool to learn about the fine details that happen in the design and testing, just like with these new bushings. So that's the rundown on the new Grip X2 damper, which we're definitely excited about. But now it's time to talk about the other new damper, which we are equally or more excited about, and that is the Grip X. It's no secret that the Grip 2 and the new Grip X2 dampers are meant for utmost descending performance and maximum adjustability. While most riders have a strong desire for the best performance on their descents, not all riders need or want maximum adjustability. In fact, this is sometimes a hindrance for riders that aren't well versed in suspension adjustments, and these riders might just end up getting confused with all the knobs and unknowingly set up their damper to feel pretty bad on the trails. That's where the new Grip X damper slides right in. It's built for the best descending performance possible, but while simplifying the setup procedure to work best for most riders on the trail. While the Grip X is basically replacing the Fit 4 damper, which was the previous damper intended for all mountain performance and used an expanding bladder design, the Grip X is actually designed very similarly to the Grip X2 damper. The Grip X uses a spring-backed IFP just like the X2 and offers a super smooth, super sensitive reaction to bumps. From the outside, both of these dampers appear almost identical, but the Grip X features some components that are a bit smaller and more simple to reduce complexity and save weight. The Grip X has the same size of upper pressure tube as the X2 and also uses that big 24mm base valve. However, the middle portion of the upper tube is smaller and uses smaller, more simple architecture on the inside. Also, the lower shaft diameter is 2mm smaller than the one on the X2. The rebound circuit only has a single external adjustment for low-speed rebound, which controls a simple dual-stage valve stack for the rebound damping. Overall, the Grip X is 120 grams lighter than the Grip X2, which is about 1/4 of a pound in weight savings, which is pretty impressive for a fork damper. The Grip X also uses a higher quantity of valves than the Grip 2 did, giving it a pretty wide range of tunability. On top, you'll see the high and low speed compression adjustment knobs, and when cranked fully clockwise, the high speed compression knob closes off both compression circuits and basically serves as a lockout for riders who desire a super firm damper feel when climbing or pedaling on flat, smooth terrain. While most riders these days have no desire for a fork lockout, including myself, having this feature on a fork intended for all mountain use definitely isn't hurting anything, and a certain amount of riders out there will really like this feature. So if we're primarily lovers of descending here at the Lost Co, why are we so excited about the Grip X damper if the Grip X2 has more knobs and bigger thingamajigs inside? Well, we serve customers of all demographics that are riding different terrain, and we are constantly talking to customers on the phone who are very confused with suspension setup. While the Fit 4 damper physically existed in the 36 for all these past years, let's just say it virtually didn't exist because almost nobody ever considered it. This is likely due to the phenomenon of riders seeing the enduro gear, and I feel like the Grip 2 was simply viewed as the best, and everybody wants the best. While the Grip 2 damper was technologically more advanced and better served riders truly chasing performance points compared to the Fit 4, it was often simply an overkill option for riders that either aren't knowledgeable on proper suspension setup or just aren't riding hard enough to the point where a Fit 4 damper was inadequate. And now that the Grip X has stepped into the picture with a similar design, similar performance, and even a similar name to the Grip X2, I'm confident that riders purchasing a Fox 36 fork will be more willing to get a damper that will actually be more optimized for how they ride and how knowledgeable they are with setup procedures. While I was down at the Fox headquarters, I asked Jordy Cortez the following question. Are you also excited about the Grip X damper and how it would simplify things for riders that may not necessarily need too many adjustments to potentially confuse them? And here's what he said.
Yeah, I think it's also a phenomenal damper, and it's taking technology that we use in the gravity-oriented dampers into a more trail-oriented setting. And it's getting rid of some things that just did not work that well.
Sure.
So I'm excited for all of these because I just think it's such a massive step forward for us and for everybody. I think the experience is going to be really good.
We actually did a really fun interview with Jordy and asked him some of our burning questions, and we're gonna release that as a totally separate video, so hit that subscribe button and opt in for notifications so you don't miss that. All right, that's everything about the new Grip X damper, but before I say goodbye, I wanted to take a second to remind everybody that the Fox 36 is still plenty of fork for most riders out there with 150 or 160 millimeters of fork travel. Ever since the 38 came out, riders' brains seem to be magnetized to the idea of getting a big burly 38, but please consider getting a 36 if that is really the best fork for how you ride. Sticking with a 36 will save you a good chunk of weight and maintain comfort and compliance. All right, that is all the new deets of the new revisions for the Fox 36 and Fox 38, along with some other pretty cool new information. So I personally want to know, which damper is better for you? The Grip X or the Grip X2? Please let me know down in the comments, as I would definitely love to see what you guys think. Now, if you liked this video, please click that thumbs up button, as it really helps us. And as always, head over to thelostco.com for any parts or accessories you need, and we'll get you the gear that you need lickety-split. Feel free to call or email us with any questions you ever have, and we'll be super happy to help. Until next time, happy trails, everybody. Peace out.